This will produce the New Zealand one. Here we go, Leach in pole on the outside, racing! They're racing away! Oh, there's a big hit there! And very good thrust right across onto Leach and put him on.
Right, so we are here at Eveleigh Motorsports. This one here is a little bit special. Well, can you give us a little bit of a history of this chassis, mate?
Yeah, well this was Tama's last car.
The man of the moment. There he goes, a bit loose. Was Tama Araperi.
Qualifiers, there's probably only a couple that sort of back in the pace, but the other 10, 12, they're all even cars.
Originally, whose chassis was it?
It was Murray Gorge's chassis.
And what happened to your total cars? Did they get on sold? Are they still racing? Do you know if there's any still out there? Or?
I'm not sure where the last ones are now, if there's any left.
Yep.
They must be somewhere.
So, bit of history there.
There on that corner of a steering, but Muzzer Gorge, the legend, got away. And he comes through there, second place is Leachy Boy. Followed by Araperi.
Yeah. So was it a 1NZ car?
Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure it was 1NZ with Murray.
Yep.
And I think it was 3NZ with.
So what's the process tonight, Jason? You're just stripping the car down?
Yeah, we're just stripping it, getting it ready to, we're actually going to sand the chassis back and then paint it again.
They start looking like you've got a lot to do, but once it's painted and ready to go, the hardest work getting it to this stage with the alterations and different things.
So what's that piece you're taking off there, Jason?
So this is the steering arm off the steering box, which goes straight to the front axle basically.
And there's all sorts of trouble at the rear of the field. Number 21, Grant Smith a bit loose at the back.
Keep all the bolts in it so we know where they go. Otherwise we have a series of bolts that are all different lengths and we don't know where they come from. As you can see, these ones that I'm doing here are the ones that hold the axle from moving forward and backwards.
Now Leach is sniffing the diff for Murray Gorge.
We do have restrictions on how wide our wheelbase can be, front and rear. So that actually doesn't change the wheelbase, it just changes the position of it. As you can see, we've made these so we haven't got shocks on there all the time. That's how you get it out.
Down the back they go now. But Murray Gorge, Tama Araperi in third place. Ross Troughton coming in. Galbraith has moved into fourth place now. Down the back they go. Ross Troughton 5. But the legend still in front as they come through past the tower. And Muzzer Gorge going for 5. Leach in second place. And 2NZ, Tama Araperi in third place.
Does that piece have a name? Floor. Wow.
Murray Gorge isn't getting his own way. Down the back they go. And Gorgie is getting a lot of pressure from the young Turk Leach as they come through the turn.
Tell them what holds it in.
These things here are off the Conrail.
Wow! That's awesome.
It is.
Shout out to Murray Gorge.
Yeah.
Who's that?
But it's all at the moment. Murray Gorge, Leach, here comes the attack from Leach again.
Well, basically the engine's going into the middle. Yep. I run it for 2 years with it being offset as Murray and all them and Tama and all that race successfully. We're not going to run it with an offset, we're going to put it down the middle. So we finally did it and that's where we're at now. That's an engine plate. Yep. As you can see here, if you look closely, that there, that's been taken off that side because that used to sit here. So that's how much they've moved it over to put it back in the middle. And of course with doing that, the diff is the other problem. It used to sit offsetted in the diff as well. So when you move the engine in, you've got to move the diff in. So we had to buy a new axle and move it all into the middle.
That's the difference. It's just a matter of just putting a few lugs on and just basically drill these top holes. Yep. And you can position it where you want to suit, but of course the drive shaft needs to be in line with the diff. Yep. Approximately.
That's basically the only things you got to move, but obviously it's all the engine mounts and all that change as well, so we've still got to play with the front of that. He's got all the back done, but we've still got to change the front.
Down the back they go. And Leach is attacking again. This is a great final.
Bought this car, or the last car that we just sold, we ended up with this chassis which was bent. So we sent it back to Murray and he sorted it out.
And are the chassis designed with a bit of flex in mind? Like, do they...
I hope they're rigid.
Yep.
In theory they should be, but you'll find a lot of the earlier sprint cars, they don't have nowhere near the bracing we've got in them. Like we've got a lot of triangulation, which should stop that.
Yep.
And I've had a few bent ones and tried to straighten them, and I've got a big beam and a couple of porta powers and they just spring heaps and they'll come back to where they were originally. It's surprising how much you've got to push them. So obviously these ones don't flex at all.
Yep.
And I believe then you've got a true spring rate, you know what you've got.
Yep.
Otherwise guys run a harder spring rate and their chassis is still flexing, then it becomes a softer spring rate, you know. So
the drive to get in and have another pedal, you know, where you should just walk away.
You can't just watch, can you?
No, you can't.
No, it's always you can have it this weekend, you can have it this weekend.
I might have the last race.
Two guys, I'll have the last one.
Yeah. It's all about bringing in younger blood and stuff like that. And the old guys can't be there forever. I think the racing's got to be serious. If you're putting the effort in and the money in, you've got to be serious on race day.
Yeah.
But it's not the be all and end all, you know.
But it's the man, Gorge. Here comes Leach. Leachy having a go. Oh, nearly picked it.
But when you pull the clutch on, you pull the car's driving, pull the clutch on, you hook it in there.
Oh, yep.
So obviously holds on, but it gives a charge. Last year we had trouble where as you pulled it back too far and you pushed the bearing off the end of the shaft of the gearbox and jammed.
Great driving by Glenn Leach from Woodford Glen. But they come down again. Murray Gorge is holding on the last lap now. Here they go. This will be the title. Down the back they go. And look out, Leach is having a go. Can't quite do it. Murray Gorge down the back he comes. In third place is Tama Araperi. And they come through. And Murray Gorge, Glenn Leach, Araperi.
After last night's qualifying, some thought you might even start. And Murray, you've come out and won it.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I said it would work, didn't I?
You certainly did. Now that number 2 on the grid, you were pretty confident with that, weren't you?
Yeah, but I knew that young fella, he's pretty good. He'd give me a hard time, and I looked out the corner of my eye a few times, and halfway through the race he was still there. I couldn't believe it.
Believe me, Murray, he was hot on your heels.
Yeah, I realised that.
We come up here just wanting to qualify. You know, this is the first major title I've ever been in with qualifying in the whole 9 yards.
Diff will be out in the morning and then sanding.
Sanding. All by hand?
Yeah, we probably do it by hand, yeah. It's not too bad, this chassis, really.
What colour is it going to be?
Oh, we don't know. It'll be either red or gunmetal or black or something.
Leading us on the outside, he's only just got the nose in front. Looks like he's dropped the jump that he needed. 69 off Naven. Massey goes up the inside, Tomo's into it. Watch him cut the gap. Massey's going to give him the right rear. Atama goes round the under yellow.
Well, man, I bet he has plenty of fans out here.
Mitchell, he's in third place, he's a long way back from